Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you another episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 14, Episode 18, Reunion Part 1. Okay? Okay. All right. Sit back and relax. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes. We serve up reviews here, TV, movies, all kinds of mess. All right. Sit back and relax. If you are returning, welcome back. Let me give you a clap. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, all right, all right. Give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment to my channel. And we will begin. I got this hair that is irritating me. Hello, hello. All right. So, the ladies arrive to the stage. And I'm going to give you my review because I didn't review their looks because I have been busy in these last 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, I had a new grandbaby. Okay, I'm trying to get my son's graduation party. I had to get him a passport. It's all kinds of craziness around here. So yeah, but I'm gonna give you my least to my best, okay? My least favorite was Kyle, okay? Okay, Kyle. Kyle, that dress should be flushed down the toilet. It looked like you got that from Rainbow City Trends or whatever. I don't know. That dress looked cheap as fuck, okay? No, okay? No. That dress looked cheap as fuck, okay? So, no. Flush that dress down the toilet. Next, Kathy. Kathy looks like she matronly. Okay? She ain't even got on the stage, but I didn't like her dress either, okay? Moving on. Jennifer. I didn't like her dress. It looked cheap too, but it did not look as cheap as Kyle's. Okay. It did not look as cheap as Kyle's. But it looked cheap too. And it wasn't hitting on nothing. Let me see. Bows. I want to like the dress, but I wasn't feeling the dress, and I definitely wasn't feeling that head piece. I would have liked the hair to be down and with the bundles and all that other stuff. I would have liked that better. So, Bose, that wasn't it either. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I love you, but that wasn't it either. Dorit, it just looks simple. It just looks simple, okay? Sutton, it looks simple too. Okay? It wasn't as simple as Dorit's, okay? But you had some little glam, a little more glam to it. But it just looks simple too. And Erica, I liked Erica's dress, even though she didn't give the designer the credit. She was just like, yeah, some old little designer. No, because I saw that designer made Lisa's dress, that fab dress on Real Housewives of Dubai. And that just set it off for me, because that's a bad designer right there. So if you ain't give him his props, you should not be wearing any more of anybody's dresses, okay? You should be wearing dresses at City Trends with your favorite person over there. Okay, diagonally across from you. You should go over there to the City Trends and look for a dress like Kyle did. Next, Garcelle. Yes, honey. Yes. From head to toe, honey. Breaking glass and everything, honey. She was it, honey. She was it, honey. Yes. Head to toe. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So, anyway, um, so Garcelle tries to speak to Erica. Not Erica. Um, what's that child name? Kyle. And she complimented her or whatever. And so I guess Kyle ignored her. And so, Garcelle was like, she's not even looking at me. She looks pissed. So fucking what? Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, so Kyle brought crystals, for strength, uh, uh, clarity, and to calm her down. I ain't even gonna say, no, I'm gonna leave that alone. Erica's song "Drip" is in a movie, Nora. I have no idea, nor do I know what her song was. She ain't no pop star. Apparently her husband paid for her pop career. Her husband paid for her to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay, so okay, I don't really care. Garcelle got a new granddaughter, little Valley. She's cute. Moving on. Dorit was in British Vogue. Okay. Moving on. Okay, moving on. Andy starts with PK and Dorit. Okay. The viewers love that Dorit was smoking in the car. I don't know why you would be happy about smoking in the car, but they excited about her smoking in the car. So then Dorit say that she was a social smoker, okay, but not according to the other couch, because Kyle, Sutton, and Garcelle's face was like, Everybody was like, no, you not. You ain't no social smoker. The whole side of the whole couch had a crazy look. Like, no. Sell that to somebody else. But Erica says she's a stress smoker, and I think so because she looked very emaciated in that dress. She really did look very emaciated. And I can understand that if she's going through a lot of stress with this divorce, quote unquote. Because we don't really know, okay? Because they're not even going through a divorce. They just separated, So they don't even know if they're going through divorce or whatever. So but I guess she definitely is an emotional smoker because that house was in foreclosure. So I guess she was trying to get some money up. That's right, went in. So then Andy, being the shady, very shady person he is, he said, "Well, Kyle, did PK sends you a meme about her smoking?" Oh, did he send you a meme about the smoking? Mm-mm. Oh boy. Okay. So then Andy asked Dorit, that was a brave part. Dorit, was she still in love with PK? She said yes. He's my heart, my soul, my blood. But I really do need peace. Okay. Okay. Then Andy extended an invitation for PK to be there, to tell his side. But PK sent a note, and I'm going to paraphrase it, okay? I'm going to paraphrase it. I'm going to tell you what he said, okay? I'm going to tell you what he said, okay? He said, I ain't want to come because I'm pouting. Because Dorit said I was a bad father, okay? Dorit, the Dorit I married was simple, and she worshiped the ground I walked on. But since the kids took my place, she don't have time to focus on me. Okay, so I am leaving, and I will come back to see my kids on Saturday night if I'm in town. That is what I paraphrased it, okay? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Tell me if I'm wrong. That's how I paraphrased it. I will come back in town. I will come back to see my kids on Saturday night if I'm in town. Don't play games with me, because I'm a good father. Damn it. I'm a good father. Oh, let me get this together. All right, so PK, what? Andy said PK said that you changed, and Dorit said, "Well, we've been married for 14 years. I'm quite sure I changed." And so Andy asked, "Was PK intimidated by her fame?" And so Dorit said, I don't know. so so okay, so then Andy is very shady. Andy said, "Do you think she changed Kyle?" Do you think she changed Kyle? And so Kyle was like, yeah, she's been very angry. She's been very aggressive this season. So, and she saw a lot of that, honey. With them veins popping out her head. Yeah, she saw all of that. So the viewer question said, Kyle, you said that you didn't see that side of PK, and that Dorit exaggerated her side. And she said, and that's also the kind of things that people say with domestic violence, when they're undergoing domestic violence, that they're exaggerating their side, and and because you ain't see that side of that person, then you don't believe them. And Dorit said, yeah, that hurt me the most. She said, you were supposed to know me better than that, because you only had a relationship with memes on with my husband, okay? You only had a relationship with memes, okay? So you should have knew me better than you knew PK, because y'all only got a relationship with memes, right? That's right? Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, girl. I'm with you on that, Dorit. Because you only had memes. Y'all ain't really talk like that. So how you know him? How you know him? That's a good question. How you know him? Okay. You talk to me. You only have communication with memes. Okay. I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay. Okay. I agree. I totally agree. And so then Kyle was like, well, he wasn't there to defend himself. And you called him an alcoholic and a bad father. And you exaggerated things about me. So, you know, maybe you exaggerated things about PK. And she said, and also you said that nobody reached out to you when they heard the news. And Dorit said, yeah, you text PK. Catch them teeth. You text PK. But you didn't text me until Erica told you to text me. Ooh. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. And so they played that beautiful unseen bean footage of her talking to Erica, and Erica saying you need to text Dorit. And so she was like, yeah, I'm gonna text her. Yeah. And so Kyle was speechless. Andy was like, let's move on. Let's move on. He said, is PK sober? And so Dorit was like, he doesn't discuss that with me. Oh, he doesn't discuss that with me anymore. And then Andy, you need to ask Kyle. She probably texted him, okay, to see if he is sober. Okay, he probably told her that if he's sober or not. Okay, so you need to ask Kyle. Okay, because Dorit don't know. The woman that should know, she don't know. Then he said, "Is the house under foreclosure?" And Dorit said it's under pre-foreclosure. Okay, and and so. What had happened was PK, apparently they raised the rates on PK, unbeknownst to him. That's what he said. And so he said he tried to get in touch with them over the phone or whatever, and he couldn't get in touch with them. And so he wasn't going to pay until he got in touch with them over the phone. And Bo said it the best. That's how you lose a house, Bo. That's how you lose a house, okay? If you really want to know, that's how you lose a house, okay? I don't know how they do that in Australia. I think that's where he's from. I don't know, or England, whatever. That's not how it works in America. Okay, so that may be how it work in your country, but that's not how it work in America. Okay, you got them paying your bills and then try and get in contact with them, and then if you win, they'll refund you your money, but you got to pay your bills and then get in contact with them, because that's how you lose a house. But Bo said it. I'm with Bo's on that. Okay. So they do a Bo's montage. She said that, and they asked her, did she watch the show? She said, yeah. So she is a fan turned housewife, and we know how those end up. Hey, Brittany. Anyway. But she said her and Keely are great. Son has some issues because he was going on 50 and hadn't been married and has no kids. She said that may be a little red flag. He may have commitment issues. And then Andy was like, I haven't been married either. He said, but I do have commitment issues. So that's the reason why. Bo said she met up with Garcelle trying to get the tea on all the women. Garcelle was like, you got to meet these women on your own terms and, judge them how accordingly. And so she did, and her and Dorit are friends for right now. Yeah. they go against you next season, because you can't you can't you can't listen. You can't go against the mean girls, okay? Kyle and Erica, you can't go against the mean girls. So if they say Dorit, you gonna have to uh do something against your friend Bose. Dorit gonna say yeah. Okay, so watch your back, Bose. Watch your back. Um, so Bose said on the after show that the ladies was jealous of her and Dorit's friendship. They ain't jealous, baby. They not jealous. But you need to keep that eye open. You need to keep that eye open, because watch your back. Watch your back, girl. And Garcelle said, I only had a problem with it when we were at Oceanside and y'all had a whole hour conversation. Y'all left everybody out at the table. That's the only problem I had with y'all. She said, but everybody had an issue with me and Sutton being friend, and they rolled that beautiful bean footage about all these people talking about her and Sutton's friendship. And so, Erica said you need to watch your back, or I think you need to watch your back around Sutton or something like that. And some other folks was talking about her and Sutton, so whatever. So, but Garcelle said, but I didn't go on and on and on. And Bo said, yes, you did. If she did or she didn't, she off the show anyway. Bose, watch your back. Okay? That's all I want to say to you, child. Okay? Don't trust any of them hoes, okay? Don't trust any of them hoes. Okay? you gonna be on the hot seat like Garcelle. Okay? And I unless you I don't know what your finances are, so we gonna leave this alone. But you ain't as bad off as your counterparts on your couch over there. You ain't as bad off as them. So then Garcelle said, "Well, I'm glad that Dorit has a friend." And so she was like, "Cause I thought she wasn't ever going." That's what she thought. That's what I thought she said. That's what I thought she thought, but she ain't say that. But she said she thought she would never get a friend. Anyway, and so then Bose was like, well, the point that rubbed me the wrong way was, that I was being manipulated, and so into being her friend. Whether you were or whether you weren't, don't trust them hoes. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't trust them hoes, okay? They not your friend. They not your friend, okay? Okay? They not your friend. None of them, okay? So they had the Garcelle montage. Andy said, Erica says she wants you and Sutton to open up about your life. And so then Erica was like, yeah, we want the juicy scoop. We want what she said, yeah, we want the juicy scoop. Come here, Erica. What juicy scoop did we get from you? Okay? Please tell me what juicy scoop we got from you. All you showed us was you buying your used Porsche and you gifting it to yourself. Second of all, you redecorating this 1 bedroom, 1 bath bungalow with Martin Lawrence Ballard. Okay? That was the only juicy scoop we had. Your mama came and saw you. You got your makeup done in your kitchen. Shout out to Rodney the Voice. What juicy scoop did we get from you? So if we didn't get no juicy scoop from you, then you don't need to request no juicy scoop from anybody else. You need to put your own juicy scoop up and then request some juicy scoop from somebody goddamn else. Bitch. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I had to get that out. I'm sorry. So Garcelle said there's nothing that, I'm not showing you. She said, then Garcelle said, why do you know something? And she said, well, I wish you would be more interesting.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
I got one more.
Shut up, bitch!
Thank you. Okay? Thank you, okay? Because I have no idea what she want. You, like I said, you redid your 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Okay? And you bought yourself a used Porsche. What? And gifted it to yourself. What the fuck? Girl. Ooh. Anyway. Alright. So, Garcelle said, Erica, that was a shitty thing to say. And then she said, me, Kyle, and Dorit went through a divorce. Kyle and Dorit ain't went through a divorce. They just separated, okay? You the only one that went through a divorce. A nasty divorce where you ain't get shit. Okay? You ain't get a motherfucking thing. Okay? You... Okay, so don't... Nope. Don't put that on them. You the only one that went through that divorce, okay? And Garcelle said, I got divorced before I got on the show, but I was open about it. Then Kyle said, you want me to show more of my life with Morgan. And Garcelle said, yeah, because she was on the show last season. And then all of a sudden she wasn't on the show, but y'all still was in pictures and stuff. And you think we ain't supposed to talk about it? And so Kyle was like, I was very hurt by you. And so Garcelle said, and I was very hurt by you too. And so apparently she said something to Garcelle off camera. And then Garcelle said, she asked Sutton, she said, what did you say to me when I talked to Kyle off camera? And she said, what did you say, Sutton? And then Sutton, she said, yeah, well, she wanted to protect Morgan. She said, nuh-uh. You said that was a chess move. Ooh. Okay. You said that was a chess move. That was you saying. Okay, that was you saying. And so, then Kyle leaned over and said, you two are mean girls. No. Hell no. Okay? What you need to do is you need to turn around and look across the stage to that other couch And those are the mean girls, minus the little dark skinned one there. Okay. Minus the dark skinned one, okay? Those are the mean girls on that side of the stage, okay? Those are the mean girls, okay? Minus the dark skinned one, okay? Thank you. All right. So, yeah, so Garcelle said we laughed about it at Chuck E. Cheese, and then on the after show you called me an asshole, and so, but Sutton was like, "Well, I respected you all season, Kyle." Let me give you this one too.
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, I'm gonna give you that one too, Sutton. Okay, because you about to lose your job, okay? Because once Garcelle leave, when she left, they coming for you. They coming for your spot, okay? So you about to lose your job, okay? um, and so she said, I respected you, Kyle, y'all respected your wishes all season, Kyle. And said, Garcelle said, no, son, no, you didn't. And then Andy said, well, son, do you obsess about Kyle's approval? And so Garcelle said, yeah, it's important to her. And so, but she ain't, she ain't saying nothing. So then Dorit asked, no, Andy asked Dorit, Garcelle, still was talking about the break-in. And so Garcelle's face looked like, all this shit again. I'm tired of talking about the damn break-in. And so Garcelle was like, that was my opinion. That's how I was feeling. And so Andy said, so you think it was a setup? And so Garcelle said, yes, I do. And so Dorit was like, based on nothing. Based on nothing. And so Garcelle said, okay, I'm wrong. That should have been the end of it. No, Dorit just wanna hear herself talk after a while. That's what happened. She just want to hear herself talk. Because after she said I'm wrong, that should have been the end of it. But no. Here she go. You intimated. You intimated that me and my husband set the break-in up. She said, no, I didn't. Don't put that on me. No, I did not. I did not. Okay. Don't put that on me. Okay. And then she said it again. You intimated. And I was just like, when she said I was wrong, that should have been the end of it. Okay. But of course, like I said, Dorit want to hear herself talk. She just want to hear herself talk. Okay. So then Bo's got to put her 2 cents in, saying the repercussions of that statement is really terrible. And then Garcelle said, I apologize. But they still went off on Garcelle for no fucking reason at all. And so they said, we're going to take a break. So Garcelle said, yeah, good. And so she left the stage. Ivy had to come out and help and put her on her house shoes. And then she said to Ivy that all these ladies hate me. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And you will see it next season, okay? Next season. All the ladies hate you. The only person you had in your corner was Garcelle. And Garcelle hates you now because, you threw her under the bus. But anyway, she go back to Garcelle's room. Garcelle was pissed off at Erica. She was just like, I done showed you all parts of my life and stuff like that. And you going to say my life is uninteresting. She said, fuck you, Erica. Fuck you. Fuck you, Erica. Fuck you. So that was the end of the episode. So give me a thumbs up. like and share and subscribe and comment to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.